Alright, what's going on, guys? I'll 21 here, and I'll speak the truth, nothing but the truth, so help my channel. And today I want to talk to you guys about a weird story that just happened to me. And I got into a car accident, so that's what the story is about. So I'm driving down in my 2000 silver Chrysler LHS. You know, normal day. I just pulled out the driveway. I'm going to the gym, and I go down the road that comes out of my driveway. As I'm driving, nothing normal. I'm not texting. I'm not driving. I'm not drinking. I'm not driving. I'm just driving. Speed limit's 35, I'm going 38. Can't really fault me for that. And as I'm driving, the car ahead of me goes, it's maybe 4 seconds ahead of me, and it drives past this green Ford Ranger, maybe 2000, and it's just sitting there turning left, like it has its left blinker on. I'm like, okay, after I leave, there's nobody behind me, they're gonna go. And as I'm pulling up, this car starts to cruise a little bit. I'm like, there's no way it's actually gonna turn. I get 3 seconds away from it, and it turns. And I try my hardest to swerve out the way, but no, I hit the fucking truck in the side, on the, like the right side, and it fucking tore my right side up. The airbag didn't even deploy. I was going 38 miles an hour. Airbag didn't deploy. It turns out my 2000 Chrysler hit the truck so hard it went on its side. It cleared its entire mailbox of the house because they lived there, and it was like boom, and I was like, what the fuck? I saw what was going on. I was like, oh fuck, oh fuck, oh fuck, bam! And then these guys, like immediately, they're like, what the fuck? And I'm like, what? It's not my fault. And this like little girl comes out and she's screaming, what the fuck? Blah 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 blah. And I'm like, bitch, shut up. And this guy comes to me, and he's a driver. He's 17. He's kind of a gothy kid. I don't know, but he's pretty skinny. He comes up. He's like, blah 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 blah. I'm not gonna say it's your fault, but it's your fault. And I was like, what? Seriously? You turned left in front of me. And then I was like, fuck it, I gotta call the cops. Call the cops, blah blah blah. Then I call my aunt because I live with her, and she starts pointing blame. Like, I didn't even tell her the story, and she's like, it's automatically your fault, blah 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 blah. You terrorist, I don't know. So I'm like, bitch, shut up. Let me tell my story. And she doesn't want to hear it. And when I fucking tell her what happened, she still doesn't get it. So I re-explain the thing like 4 times, and she finally gets that it wasn't my fault. But no, she doesn't really care. And then she starts talking about how she just got insurance on the car yesterday and blah blah blah. And I'm trying to tell this bitch it's not my fault. They pulled out in front of me. It should not be my fault. But of course, bitches be crazy. So the cops get there, and the cop is like, blah blah blah. What's your name? You're injured. I'm fine. Honestly, it's weird because the seatbelt, I didn't feel anything, to be honest. I was just kind of dazed, I guess. I mean, I wasn't lightheaded or anything, but I was like in shock. So he goes to the other person. They're like, oh yeah, we're fine. Except the girl who was like yelling at me. She has a mild little cut on her arm. I mean, on her foot and shit. So she's all nagging about that shit. And I'm like, okay, I don't really feel. I mean, I'm okay. And then this lady stops by, and she turns out she's a nurse. And she assesses that lady, and she's like, just hold pressure on it, blah blah blah. And then the cops come here, and they're like, what happened? And I'll tell them what happened. They're like, okay, we're gonna need this written. I'll write it down for them. They call an ambulance, and they call in the fire department. My car is leaking like hell. So when I call the cops, they're like, can you pull out of the way? And I'm like, no, my car is leaking. I'm not starting this bitch. I don't want to explode in my face. And they're like, okay, that's understandable. We'll send the So as I'm waiting there for about 45 minutes, not 40, I'm really waiting more like 10 minutes. And then the cop finally comes, and what just happened? But once the fire department comes, like they throw some dirt on the oil and stuff, and they, of course, there's no fire. They brought like an ambulance and shit. And once they load the girl in the ambulance, he's like, okay. I'm not saying it's your fault again, but it's your fault. Now, can you kind of say it was your fault so I don't get in trouble? And I was like, bitch, no. And he's like, man, my mom's gonna kill me. And I'm like, and my aunt's just gonna, oh, it's okay, accidents happen every day. No, bitches don't do that. So moral of the story is, my car's at a tow yard, and I gotta wait till insurance to bitch the shit out of me. And I'll update you on how that goes. I'm Star 21. I'm out this bitch, and